guys, good morning and welcome to my channel. I am Vidya, I'm a travel vlogger. So today I am in one of the most beautiful destinations of Tamil Nadu, which is Thanjavur, very popularly known as the rice bowl of Tamil Nadu. So the first destination for today is... Okay. One of the most beautiful destinations of Tamil Nadu, and the brilliant architecture has brought me here, and I've been wanting to come here for a very long time. So finally I'm here and I'm so happy to be here. I'm so mesmerized by the architecture. Construction of this temple started in the year 1003 and ended in 1010. The temple was constructed in just 7 years. With the technology available today, construction of such a temple will take at least 15 years of time. Not just that, around 100 miles near the temple, there is no evidence of mountains or rocks. But this temple is constructed using 1.3 lakh tons of granite stones. And one more interesting thing is on the temple down below, there are inscriptions for about 7 to 9 lines. Starting from the first word, you have to complete one complete round to read that particular line. So you have to complete 9 rounds to read the entire inscription. The Vimana on the top weighs 81 tons, and it is still a mystery that how it was perched on such a height. Some say a ramp of 6 kilometers was made and elephants, horses and labourers together carried the stone to the top, and it took 6 years for the whole process. Others say that using sabdam the stone was moved to the top. Sabdam or telekinesis is a method in which an object can be lifted high using certain type of sound waves. In the temple you can find the inscriptions of all the people who worked for this temple. Each and every single name you can find on this temple inscripted. There was an old lady who couldn't help in the construction of the temple, and she told the king that she couldn't help, and only thing she did was she supplied some curd or buttermilk. If you're guessing that her name is inscribed somewhere in the temple, you guessed it wrong. Her name is inscribed on the 81-ton Vimana, and the Vimana itself is named after her kulam. So some of the inscriptions here are in Hindi. The reason because the Maratha kings invaded this place, and during their invasion they have inscribed in Hindi. This temple is built in an area of 44.4 acres, and the height of this temple is 217 feet. We have studied in history that Vasco da Gama was the first European to come to South India in 15th century. 500 years before his arrival, the temple was built, and there is a carving of a European man. There is also a carving of a Chinese man, which clearly shows that Rajaraja Cholan was very well connected with the rest of the world. The original Nandi, known as the Otraikal Nandi, as the name says, was carved out of single stone. The Nandi that we see now is a replaced one by Maratha kings, because the original Nandi started growing like a living being. To everybody's surprise, it is still growing, and the Nandi could be found on the left side of the temple praharam. Built out of granite, Vimanas in this temple is one of the tallest in South India, and during the time of construction, this was the tallest in the entire world. In the 1000 years, the temple has faced 6 major earthquakes, and there is no single crack anywhere on the temple, because this temple is constructed without digging the earth, which is using the concept dynamic engineering. There are so many engineering concepts used in construction of this temple, which is very surprising because most of these concepts were discovered only after centuries of constructing this temple. With all these, I can say Thanjai Periyakoil will stand as a pride of Tamil Nadu and an unbeatable architecture marvel for hundreds and thousands of centuries to come.